Hello, good morning, student. How are you? I hope you all are happy and very fine at home. So, what did we discuss yesterday? We discussed application of strength of organic acids. So far, we have learned, I think, 4 to 5 application. I think 4 application we have learned so far. So remaining application today we are going to discuss, and we are discussing the chapter number 1, fundamentals of organic chemistry. So let's begin with the next application. The application number 5 may be, so monochloroacetic acid is stronger than acetic acid. Monochloroacetic acid is stronger than acetic acid, or explain. So first of all, what is needed while answering such type of the question, because this is an organic question, so here you must draw the structure of the organic compound. Look at here, monochloroacetic acid, and there is a structure of acetic acid, and you all are knowing the structure of acetic acid. But mono means single, one of the chlorine atom get replaced by one of the hydrogen atom from acetic acid get replaced by chlorine atom. That structure is known as monochloroacetic acid. Means only we replace here one chlorine atom, and therefore that is called as a monochloroacetic acid. In the previous case we have learned trichloroacetic acid is stronger than the acetic acid, trichloro, dichloro, or monochloro. As a chlorine atom goes on increasing, the minus I effect goes on increasing, and therefore the acidity also goes on increasing. That is the main objective of this. Now let us look at as a monochloroacetic acid. See, while answering or while explaining such type of the question, let us look at here Cl, then CH2, C double bond O, and OH. This is the structure of monochloroacetic acid. This is the structure of monochloroacetic acid, right? And this has, I think, pK value. I think pK value is 2.90 something, roughly, you remember that one. And after the dissociation, and as we know that acidity is determined or measured on the basis of extent of dissociation of H plus ion, number of H plus ion produced, the strength of acidity goes on increasing. And as we know that there are mainly 2 factors which will increase the acidity or which will decide the strength of acidity. Number 1, the strength of HA bond, and second one, the stability of the conjugate acid formed after dissociation, and that is there. And now here monochloroacetic acid pK value is a 2.90, and here look at here Cl, then CH2, C double bond O, OH. That is the monochloro. Most of the student let me here this bond get cleaved between oxygen and the hydrogen. This proton is highly acidic in nature and therefore it produce H plus. H plus is nothing but as a proton here, you remember, and this become as a conjugate base. This is a conjugate base, and this conjugate base, whether it is a stabilized or destabilized, that depend upon the inductive effect in such type of the aliphatic acid. This is aliphatic acid. Now here Cl, and as we know that chlorine atom, it is a electronegative atom, and therefore it will withdraw the electron from this carbon atom, and therefore it exerts minus I inductive effect, and that minus I inductive effect stabilize the conjugate base formed, and therefore you can write here well stabilized due to minus I effect. So that is the answer or explanation or the justification of this. Now let us look at as another one is acetic acid. Everybody knows that, 100% student knowing the structure of acetic acid, I hope. And now the structure of acetic acid is this one, CS3 C double bond O, then OH. This is a structure of acetic acid. And this acetic acid pK value, everybody knows that pK value is 4.76, we know that. And after the dissociation, what is going to happen? This bond is breaking heterolytically, and we are going to get here this one CS3 C double bond O minus and H plus here. Now this one is called as a conjugate base, or it is known as acetate ion, right? Acetate ion, and that acetate ion or that conjugate base is destabilized. This one is a destabilized due to this methyl. As we know that methyl group is the electron donating group. If electron donating groups are present, they exert the plus I inductive effect, and therefore they shows as a plus I inductive effect due to plus I effect. And that's the reason if you compare their pK value, the pK value of this monochloroacetic acid is a 2.90, whereas in acetic acid it is found to be 4.76. If you compare, and as we know that the general rule, if pK value decreases, acidity increases. pK value increases, acidity decreases, and therefore acetic acid is weaker than monochloroacetic acid, or you can say vice versa, monochloroacetic acid is stronger than acetic acid. Understood this one? Now move on to the next application. Now next application will be the sixth one. Let us see the application number 6. What does it, or let us see here. Let me clean the board first. Now application number 6 or point number 6. Let us see here. One is alpha chloro butanoic acid. Alpha chloro butanoic acid is stronger than beta chloro butanoic acid. Butanoic acid or explain. So what is our first thing to remember while justifying such type of the point, or we are talking about the application of that acidity. So alpha chlorobutanoic acid is stronger than beta chlorobutanoic acid. Now remember here, first to draw the structure of butanoic acid. How do you draw this structure? Anyone knows the structure of alpha chlorobutanoic acid? Here, let me tell you one thing. But indicate as a 4 carbon atom in the straight chain. OIC acid is known as a carboxylic group is present and alpha position, and as we you might be knowing, there is a carbonyl groups are there. Suppose it is a carbonyl group, and here look at this is nothing but as a carbon atom, or we can, let me simplify this. Suppose you have this type of the compound CH3, CH2, 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 C double bond O, or maybe as a, you can call it as a CH3, or suppose you have another one CH3, CH2, C double bond O, H is there. Suppose let us see here CH3, CH2, then C double bond O, then maybe as a this one CH3 relative or CH3. Okay, how to give the alpha, beta? There normally we are going to use as a symbol, like sometime you may heard about this is alpha, this one is a beta, then gamma, delta, omega, and so on. That type of the symbol generally we are using. So here remember up to the 3 1 alpha, beta, and the gamma. Look at here, this is a carbonyl group. Remember, this is a carbonyl group. Adjacent carbon atom is termed as a alpha position. This one is termed as alpha, this is also as a alpha, and adjacent one is known as a beta, gamma, delta, omega, and so on, like this. If you remember here, this is a carbonyl group. On that side there is a hydrogen atom, so no, this is a carbonyl group. Look at adjacent carbon atom only. Adjacent carbon atom has a alpha designation and adjacent one is a beta. Similarly here also, this is a carbonyl group. Leave that carbonyl group, find out the adjacent carbon atom, or observe the adjacent carbon atom. Here this is one of the adjacent carbon atom, it is another adjacent carbon, and this is termed as alpha, this one is also alpha. Here again adjacent one, this one is called as a beta. So in this way you remember the alpha, beta. Most of the students get confused, they are giving this is alpha and then this one is a beta. Don't do that one. That carbonyl group you leave, adjacent carbon atom you remember, that are the alpha, beta, and the gamma, like this. Understood this one? Now let us see the structure of alpha chlorobutanoic acid, but indicate as a 4 carbon atom in the straight chain, like this. And now OIC acid, and remember carboxylic group is always present at the end of the carbon chain, and that carbonyl group always numbered as a 1, so that you can give 1, 2, 3 and 4 butanoic, and at 1 there is a carbonyl group is present, like this, right? So this is at as we know that adjacent carbon atom, this one is known as alpha, this one is known as a beta, and this one is known as a gamma, right? This is the gamma position. So now alpha chlorobutanoic acid. What will be the structure of alpha chlorobutanoic acid? Here in this case we are going to get here alpha chlorobutanoic acid here. This is the alpha position, so this one is alpha. You just attach the chlorine group here, and look at carbon has a 4 bond. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 1, 2, 3. How many hydrogen atom to attach here? Here just put one hydrogen atom. Look at this carbon atom has a 2 bond. 1, 2. How many hydrogen atom to attach? You attach the 2 hydrogen atom, means CH2. Look at here, this carbon atom has a 1 bond only. How many hydrogen atom to attach? You have to attach the 3 carbon atom, that will satisfy the carbon valency. Carbon, we know that it is a tetravalent. Now after the dissociation, this is a structure of alpha chloro butanoic acid, right? This is a structure of alpha chlorobutanoic acid, and as we know that after the dissociation we are going to get here CH3, then CH2, then CHCl, here C double bond O minus and H plus, right? Now what happening at alpha position, there is a this chlorine group atom present, and therefore it exerts minus I inductive effect, and minus I inductive effect stabilize the conjugate base formed in this case, and therefore it is a stronger acid as compared to as a beta chlorobutanoic acid. Now write down the structure of beta chlorobutanoic acid, and the structure of beta chlorobutanoic acid, this one CH2 C double bond OH. After the dissociation, look at here, this is alpha adjacent carbonyl group alpha, this is a beta chlorine group present at beta position, and therefore it is termed as beta chlorobutanoic acid. This is a name of this compound, and after the dissociation, similar to this, you are going to get CH3, CH, chlorine atom here, then CH2, C double bond O minus, and the H plus over here. Now this chlorine atom also exerts minus I inductive effect, and therefore now both are exerting minus I inductive effect. Here minus I inductive effect, here also has a minus I inductive effect, and if you look at as its pK value here, pK value is found to be I think 2.90 something or 290, and here pK value is found to be 3.50. let us see as a roughly. Now if you observe their pK value, from that also this one is a stronger acid than the beta chlorobutanoic acid, and here minus I inductive effect, here also has a minus I inductive effect. But what is the precise answer, what is the important sentence expect from you? Here look at chlorine exerts in minus I inductive effect, here also chlorine minus I inductive effect. As the distance goes on increasing, the effect of minus I effect also goes on decreasing. Remember that word is very essential or the important, while if you mention that word, that sentence, then and then you will get as a full mark, means whatever, suppose this is a 2 mark question or 3 mark question, depending upon that paper setup. But here the distance make the difference here, because this chlorine atom at alpha position, it is adjacent to that carbonyl group, very close, and therefore this effect is pronounced or found greatly here. But here if you look at here, the distance goes on decreasing, the magnitude of that minus also effect is a very small, little in this case, and therefore it is a weaker acid as compared to this one. This is all about this what we can call it as a explanation of this application. And now the 7 application, that is what is that? Let us see. that one. Here it is, see the application number 7, what will be that one. Now application number 7, that is benzoic acid. Benzoic acid is stronger than cyclohexane carboxylic acid, carboxylic acid. So now how do you explain this? Here remember, benzoic acid is stronger than the cyclohexane carboxylic acid. Here most of you might be knowing the structure of the benzoic acid, because this structure or this compound, this word you might have heard from your 11th standard. That is a very good benzoic acid. While performing your qualitative analysis for the determination of melting point, this benzoic acid is always there at 11th standard, 12th standard, even this year also. Benzoic acid, we know that the structure of benzoic acid is this one, and we C double bond OH. This is a structure of benzoic acid. This is structure of benzoic acid. And another one, that is a cyclohexane carboxylic acid. We know that structure of cyclohexane is this one. This is a structure of cyclohexane carboxylic acid, means you just attach C double bond O and OH. This is a structure of cyclohexane carboxylic acid. This is a structure of cyclohexane carboxylic acid. Now here also as acidic group present, here also acidic group present. Remember, we know that carbon atom present in the 3 form, that is sp3 hybridized. Remember, sp3 hybridized carbon atom, sp2 and then sp, right? And as we go from this to this, the percentage of s character goes on increasing. If sp3 hybridizations are there, this shows plus I inductive effect. If sp2 hybridizations are present, that shows minus I inductive effect. If sp hybridization present, that shows minus I, but the magnitude of this minus I is greater as compared to this one, and therefore that are there. Now find out, here carboxylic group which is attached to this carbon atom, and this carbon atom shows sp2 hybridization and therefore exerts minus I inductive effect. Similarly, if you look at this one, this carbon atom is a sp3 hybridization, and sp3 hybridization, it exerts or it shows plus I inductive effect. And in general we know that minus I inductive effect increases the acidity, whereas plus I inductive effect decreases the acidity, and therefore benzoic acid is stronger than the cyclohexane carboxylic acid. These all are the application of that strength of organic acid we have learned here. I think all we have covered according to the syllabus. Now let us stop today here. Remaining the strength of organic bases that we are going to learn tomorrow. Let us stop today here. Have a nice day. Thank you.